Hello everyone, CrystalFissure here, and welcome to a new Spyro video. This time, it's not a hack, it's not a mod. It is our first proper, and I mean proper, hint at Spyro 4. Now usually I wouldn't do this kind of speculation, this kind of thing with little teasers that we get unless I thought it was absolutely rock solid. And in this case, really, it's the most rock solid, I guess, evidence you could have at an actual hint at a Spyro game, because it literally points out that it is a hint. So, if you guys remember, I think it comes out this week, but there is a Art of Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time book coming out. It'll be released in America, I believe it'll be in some stores over there, and then obviously Amazon and other sort of providers you'll be able to get the book. Now obviously for us Australians, we're probably a little bit wrecked here. We're probably not going to be able to get it for weeks and weeks, probably due to delay and shipping and stuff like that. But if you are an American, or probably Canadian, you're basically set. You have this incredible book which has all this beautiful artwork from basically every single level of the game, concept art, character profiles, etc. It is it looks like a tremendous book. Cannot wait to get my hands on it. But in there, you may remember the Snaxx Dimension, which is one of the last worlds in Crash 4. At the bottom, you will see this is concept art of the level. At the bottom, there is like a sort of, almost like, it looks like a float kind of thing, like a sort of a profile of Spyro. It says Spyro on it, literally it says it, and then at the very bottom, right there, you can see, that's a 4. Spyro 4. Okay, do you really need anything else to know that that is Spyro? No, you don't, because they're literally putting it in the game. Now, I remember I read a couple comments of people saying, oh, well that's, they're not really like that, they don't really do that kind of thing, or it's not, that's not really evidence of everything. It actually is, because if you remember, one of the original masks, one of the new masks in Crash 4 was, I think it was Capunoir, was literally revealed in a PS4 ad. Do you remember there was Crash was racing around the one of the the real life track basically. It was like a nitro fueled reference, but in there you could literally see another mask chasing him. This is exactly what Activision, by extension I guess Sony, who kind of have a partnership with Activision in terms of actually allowing the IP to be used in a collaborative way. And that was literally the first teaser for Crash 4. Once that came out, you knew there was going to be a new game. It wasn't like this wait and see thing. Yes, we had to wait a while for the announcement, but at that point, it was confirmed. These little teasers like this, gone are the days of the old Crash Bandicoot, where it was like, there's like an old ad, PS3 ad I think it was, or maybe early PS4, it was like, there was like a thing, there was like no, Bandicoot sort of, it was one of those, I'll put the picture up, it's hard to explain, I'm rambling. But that actually really wasn't anything, because they didn't really have anything planned at the time, or I think there was things working on in the background, but they never eventuated. Of course, then we got, then we got the Insane Trilogy and the Spyro, Imaginators, Skyland's Imaginators thing. So, gone are those days. Nowadays, when someone teases something like this, especially Activision or Sony, they do deliver. It literally says as well in the book, and a hint at Spyro. And a hint at Spyro. That to me is pointing out that there will be a new game. Now, here's the thing that interests me the most, and this is the part that I think people are going to be surprised at, but I believe that the new Spyro game will be developed by Beanox. Now, I could be wrong. I'm not in the business of making predictions that are always going to be correct. I don't do enough digging to get those exact educated guesses as well as other people. However, if you look at the cycle, you look at what people are working on, you have Vicarious Visions that are working on, they did Tony Hawk 1+2, and that was a tremendous game. That was a genuinely really good game, and the sales for that apparently did really, really well. So obviously that leads you to believe that probably 3 and 4 Underground, that's probably on the horizon. But I think that, it's a big enough team at Vicarious Visions, but I would say they would not be the primary developer. Then, of course, you have Toys for Bob that have been working tirelessly on on Crash 4. There is obviously the rumored player versus player, the whole Wampa League thing that came out recently. So that was really, really intriguing. That's the real question. Would Beanox do that? That probably puts the the nail in the theory, maybe a little bit, but not entirely, that you'd think that maybe it would be a developer such as Beenox that will be working on that, because obviously they did Nitro Fuel, which is like a, party, a non-traditional, Crash game, basically. So, but regardless, Toys for Bob were busy. That leaves Beenox. So with Beenox, I feel like they know the lore very well. If you look at Nitro Fueled, they clearly cared about attention to detail and character design and being authentic to Crash Bandicoot. So for me, in terms of lore, if I were to pick any of the three, I think it'd be tough. You could make a case for all three, especially because Vicarious Visions worked on Crash and stuff like that, so they care about Crash, so I'm sure they'd care about Spyro, so they sort of go hand in hand in that way. But I think Beenox would be the ones that I reckon would adhere to the original lore the best. I reckon they'd just edge out Toys for Bob. Toys for Bob obviously they've worked on Skylanders, so I feel like there would almost be a preconceived bias to kind of tie that in a little bit more than maybe a Beenox would, who have just completely clean slate. I actually think that would work as an advantage, but that is getting to massive speculation. I think it's one of those things where we'll wait for some more evidence to come out, wait for some more info to come out before we can really judge. But all I want to say in this long rambly video in my room, that not in my garage, not Tylo this stuff. We're gonna be getting a new Spyro game. If it wasn't already obvious, it is now extremely obvious. It is exceedingly obvious we're going to get a new Spyro game. Put that in the clickbait. I'm literally probably going to title it "The First Hint at Spyro 4," the first concrete evidence at Spyro 4. So excited, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this video. It was an absolute pleasure making it. Getting in front of the camera again on the regional dialect challenge was a lot of fun, but I want to do more videos in front of you all, the audience, and it's been a pleasure. Once again, thank you for watching, and we will see you with more Spyro and Crash videos and plenty more coming soon. I've been playing a lot of games lately, and I kind of want to get back onto doing some more like non-Spyro and Crash LPs. That'll be a lot of fun. Thanks, guys. See you then.